Hello everyone. I have a bit of strange idea today. You might absolutely hate it or you might completely agree with it. But before you scroll away or judge, just do me a favor and hear me out until the end. Lately, whenever a divorce hits the news, everyone online goes crazy blaming women for asking for alimony. We see people dissecting it constantly. She's greedy, she took his life savings. Why? Because alimony is tangible. It's a court order. It's out in the open on a piece of paper. But let's be completely honest with ourselves about what happens before the wedding. Massive amounts of money change hands. Men will bash alimony all day long, but they will never disclose how much they quietly received as dowry. Yes, it's illegal, but let's stop pretending. It happens in almost every single marriage in India. Massive gold exchanges are so woven into our weddings that we can't even avoid them. And, truth be told, before the wedding, both sides are usually perfectly willing to give each other whatever it takes. But the moment the marriage ends, nobody wants to give a single rupee. Think about how our system handles this elsewhere. Look at our election laws. Before a politician can even stand for an election, they are legally mandated to file an affidavit publicly disclosing all their assets, their liabilities, and even their pending criminal cases. Why? Because we believe transparency builds accountability before you trust someone with power. If we demand that level of disclosure for a 5-year political term, why do we leave the biggest emotional, legal, and financial commitment of a person's life completely unchecked? Why does our demand for transparency only start after the love vanishes? This is why we need a marriage passbook. I'm not talking about a public document for neighbors to gossip about. I mean an official, secure record between the people and the courts. Imagine if this passbook officially recorded everything from day one, the wedding expenses borne by each family, the gold exchanged, and yes, even the unstated dowry. If there is a clear, undeniable record of what was given during the marriage, the courts can use that exact data to fairly fix the alimony if a divorce ever happens. It could even list the pre agreed alimony terms right there on page 1. Think about how much chaos that would filter out. If a marriage ends, this system protects everyone. It stops false financial accusations from being faked. It gives genuine victims undeniable evidence and it keeps the process completely gender neutral. Because let's face it, the staggering rise in ugly divorce cases today isn't just about incompatibility, it's a war over alimony. Look, I'm not saying every wedding gift is suspicious, and I'm not definitely saying every alimony order is unfair. I'm just asking a very basic question. Shouldn't the financial footprint of a marriage be officially recorded? Not to shame families, but to protect the truth if a dispute ever happens. Maybe a passbook isn't the perfect practical solution. Maybe it has structural flaws. But this isn't a men versus women debate, and I'm not here to argue over who is right or who suffers more. I'm just trying to point out a massive double standard we have all just quietly accepted. Why do we fight so hard for transparency only after the glass breaks instead of keeping it clear while we are building the relationship? I would genuinely love to know what you think in the comment section. Thank you.